Everybody, welcome to Tuesday. Finally had an S&P down day, 7 days in a row up, and today down 0.8%. Very classic, actually. We got within 0.5% of the all-time high and then sold off. Pretty much what I was talking about yesterday with that psychological barrier. Very, very common. We're going to have a lot of volatility trying to get through that. We do have to watch because we want to make sure we don't end up going, down, and that's something that's sort of an inflection point right now to watch for that I talked about yesterday. And so, unfortunately for us, the tech stocks sold off even more, so we're going to see, a little bit more damage to the portfolios we have. Now, let me talk about that. I mean, if I had a client ask me yesterday, hey, the market was up, the S&P 500 and Dow, and why were we down? Well, basically, my overall philosophy is that you've got, these 9 bases to cover on a baseball field. You make some small shifts with these targeted indexes. Well, this particular environment has caused me to shift even farther. Basically, there's nobody on third base and nobody in left field. And so when that ball goes down the line there, we're going to miss that ball in this environment. And those down the line stocks are these reopening stocks. And I really don't want to get into the airlines and the energy companies and the cruise lines and the restaurants and all these things that are going to require a vaccine or a cure. We'll see what happens. We can broaden that. We can cover all the bases. I just want to give it some time. It's only been 3 days so far. This is actually the third or fourth tech sell-off, and sometimes you need it. You need to see those things come down. They get down to a certain level, and people say, okay, I'll take it. And right now, we've got plenty of support on the overall market. We have built 4 support levels in this recovery, so I feel fairly comfortable about that. Another question that came up was, hey, I love the positivity of these, but will you tell us if things are really going to be bad and going to go south? First thing, I'll make adjustments to the portfolio if I need to. I'm not a day trader, so I got to see weekly data that comes through. I do things slowly in that regards, and that's worked out really well, and we've been able to avoid some of the, getting out when we should. And I'll announce that in these videos as far as that goes too. I do like to keep it positive. I spend 2 to 4 hours a day reading articles. I'd say 90% of them are negative. Everybody knows the negative. Not that many people know the positive, so that's why I do emphasize that, just to kind of create a balance. And so I want to thank you very much for listening today, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow.